I know a lot of you guys, you got the pretty planners and all that kind of stuff. That's good and fine. You need to be writing down the do-do stuff that you don't like to do or you hate to do. You know you got a cracked tooth and it's been cracked for half a year, and you know you need to make that dental appointment to get it done. Get it done before you lose a tooth and you're eating, you ain't got no teeth. Okay, so welcome back. This is Nikki with That Homeschool Life. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about what is a plan and prep day, okay? This concept is very important when you want to have a true Sabbath day or a me day or a restorative day, whatever word you want to use. It's a day where you actually get to relax and spend time with your family or your friends, or to reconnect with yourself, doing things that you love without being anxious or worrying about things that didn't get done during the week. See, we never have those kind of real rest Sabbath days because our mind is always churning with responsibilities that are never really quite accomplished. So we want to vanquish that so we can have a true rest Sabbath day. Now, how does that work? It starts with, number one, your mindset. Your mindset has to switch from playing catch up and feeling behind to thinking ahead. If that mindset doesn't change, you're going to be back on that hamster wheel. So, Nikki, how do you change your mindset from haggard and ragged to woosah and relaxed? Well, you have a plan and prep day. It could be any day of the week. You'll have to decide what's the optimal day for you to be able to sit still and plan for real life, okay? For me, that's Saturday or Thursday. To know if I don't get it done on Thursday, I know I definitely have Saturday. That's my backup day. So what that means is I'll plan and prep. Now, prepping is short term. It is just the things for that week you need to take care of. Planning is long term, something, oh, that's a big mosquito, something weeks, months ahead of time, okay? Nothing that's going to impact your life that week. So for prepping, some examples would be, prepping your meals for the week, or for me, I take my kids my kids still have activities outside the house that are far from the house, and I need to make sure I always have enough gas to get us to and fro. So I need to gas up the car. There are also things I need to keep in the car for my kids, certain kinds of clothes or some of the instruments and things that they use. They need to always be in the car or cleaned or something like that. So that's another prep thing. That's something that happens for us during the week. There are some things around the house that I need to get. So I have some wall plates that need to be replaced. So I need to go to Home Depot, get those wall plates so I can replace the wall plates that week. Planning, that would be like making doctor's appointments. It's almost toward the end of the year. This is the end of November, and a lot of insurance, you need to get your appointments in. So I need to sit down and think, okay, who hasn't had their appointments? Dental, doctor, have I had my appointment? So I need to sit down and plan that out and see when I can get in, and then how is that going to affect other schedules and other things going on. So that's more long-term planning. Okay, the holidays are upon us, so if someone, people coming over, are you going to someone else's? Are you required to bring something, to bake something? If someone's coming over, do you need to hire someone to come clean your house? So that's more long-term planning, things that you'll pull out your calendar and then, pencil that in. Okay, this is going on this week, and this is going on next week, or this is in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. Maybe you have a vacation coming up. That's something you would need to plan for, or you have a field trip or something like that. So those are more long-term planning goals versus the prep, which is something specifically for that week. Okay, makes sense? You with me? Okay, let's go on. Now that you know the difference between planning and prepping and your mindset of thinking ahead versus playing catch up, you want to be comfortable saying no. It never fails. Right when you're trying to better yourself, to get organized, to just get it together, your friend calls you haven't spoken to in 3 years, or a mom that you used to be friends with, wants to come over. the family member, wants something from you. Just when you're trying to get your stuff together, that's when distractions come in. People wanting something or just wanting to just absorb your time. That's when you have to use one of the most powerful words in the world, and that is no. No, can't do it. No, saying no is such a saber against being overwhelmed. I see overwhelming situations coming. Where's my no saber? I'm serious. Saying no to people and other responsibilities that are not your responsibilities or priorities will lessen that overwhelming burden that you feel. Moms, don't overextend yourself, okay? Be okay with saying no. Don't worry about offending people. Don't worry about what they're going to think about you. Think about the peace you're going to have in your house by using that word no. So we're saying no to things that are not going to further the goals and priorities in our own household, okay? Doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means they got to get on for a while, okay? Once you decide on a day that you're going to do your real life planning and prepping, sit down and do it. And listen, don't just, I know a lot of you guys, you got the pretty planners and all that kind of stuff. That's good and fine. You need to be writing down the do stuff that you don't like to do or you hate to do. The big girl panty stuff that you need to do. You haven't had, you got a cracked tooth and it's been cracked for half a year. And you need to make that dental appointment to get it done. Get it done before you lose a tooth and you're eating, you ain't got no teeth in about 10 years. Real talk, I wear contacts. I wear daily contacts. Sometimes, I need to make an appointment to get in because I think my prescription is expiring this year. I'm not sure. See, I need to go check that out. But many times I'll wear my daily contacts for a whole week. Sometimes I take them bad boys out, That's poor planning, all right? Not planning, getting in, staying up on my appointments and ordering my contacts and then, cycling out my contacts. So when you're doing your planning and prepping, you gotta bring in the self-care for you. Because if you're broken down, one arm here, elbow over here, foot up here, neck all broke, you're no good to anybody. So if you're running around, self-diagnosing yourself, asking everybody in the world what they got, is it similar to what you got? You're just prolonging things, okay? So, it's one thing to kind of check in with your body and stuff. It's one thing where you got some issues going on and you're either using fear, inconvenience, cost, time, worrying about what other people think. You don't want to burden them. You're using these excuses to prolong your issues, which overwhelm you because you're not taking care of the big girl, real life things that we need to do. So when you're planning and prepping, when you sit down with your cute little Erin Condren planner and all that kind of stuff, it's nice and cute to write down your little weekly meal plan so you have some leftovers for the week. It's really cute to write down all your kids' activities, all that. But you need to write down those things you hate to do. Get it down and do it, okay? A couple of other prep things that I do for my older kids. I do this on Sunday, but I might have to switch it to Saturday. But Sunday just works for us. We sit down and look at the whole week of their classes. Okay, are there any quizzes or any tests, anything that needs to be turned in, anything that requires my attention? And we go over that. All of my kids have a monthly schedule, a monthly calendar that's on their wall, and for each week we write down the assignments they're doing and anything that needs to be turned in and any activities. So that way they don't keep asking me 50 million questions. Oh, and they have to check it off each day, okay? So I can go and look and see, hey, I don't see any check marks on here. And oh, I did it. I forgot to check it off. Or like, okay. And then they go do it, okay? That helps alleviate you from, checking up on them constantly. It fosters a sense of independence for them. And you start to build in more autonomy in the house where, you know, you can kind of let go of the reins and let your babies grow up. And as a result of them growing up, you have more alone time to get your work, your real life stuff done, because they're taking care of their needs as, you know, as well. So keep that in mind when you're sitting down, when you're prepping. Factor in your kids as well. You got little kids, you know, backpacks. My child had maggots in his backpack. Oh my goodness, because he left a sandwich in his backpack. It had meat in it. You know, Dad made the sandwich. I don't make that. And he had maggots. It was a really nice backpack. It was old, but it was good. So we didn't check the backpacks. My kids usually check their backpacks, but I had a shoulder injury, and I was just trying to survive, so I didn't do anything. And apparently, my kids took it upon themselves not to remember the things I taught them and just never checked their backpacks. So just things like that. So when you have younger kids, although my child was older, but when you do have younger kids, check in their backpacks. That's, you know, your prep for the week. Maybe getting their clothes ready for the week. In some climates, it's starting to snow. You might need to go into the attic or into, you know, the vault and pull out all the winter clothes, okay? And get them in the washing machine. That's your prep for, you know, that day. So your kids have those needed clothes during the week. I know I need to order my kids' jackets because their jackets from last year are too small. And they have 2 outdoor classes, and it's getting cold. So those are part of my prep activities, prep tasks that I need to do. So I think that's pretty much it. I just want to tell you, change your mindset to, let me think ahead. Let me first, just get that day or a couple of hours where you can just think about the things that are swirling around in your life. Get it down on paper, see what it looks like, and then start putting things in categories. This is the prep side, this is the planning side. And then put down what needs to be done for you, for the house, for your spouse or partner, and for your kids, okay? And then do the same thing for the planning. Think of your pets too. Pets have appointments, grooming, whatever. So put down all of those things for everybody. It might look overwhelming, but just one bite at a time. Just get it down, focus on that prep, because that's the immediate future, okay? And then you can, you know, handle, you know, look at the planning, you know, as, you know, you can build your confidence up, do the prep stuff, build your confidence up, and then go get a snack, something to drink, whatever, come back, sit down, and then do the planning stuff. And then when you have your Sabbath day, you don't have to worry about, oh, shoot, I never called the dentist. Or, oh man, I forgot to call the plumber. We got, you know, a leaky faucet. Okay? So then you eliminate all that, and then you can have a true bona fide Sabbath, rest, peace, whatever you want to call it, day. Okay? So those are my tips for avoiding being overwhelmed. Have a plan and prep day. It will save your sanity. Okay? Oh, and one last thing. If you can, it's always good to pair a habit with a responsibility. What do I mean by that? Okay, I know it's my responsibility as a grown-up, as a mother, as a parent, to make sure all my kids have their doctor's appointments, okay? I hate making those appointments because I got 3 kids and I try to get them all back to back to back. Sometimes I have to break it up and go on another day. I cannot stand doing that. And I have a wonderful DO doctor, but I hate doing that. And then we have to drive all the way out there, okay? I hate that. But what I do is when I do plan that appointment or appointments, I know immediately after that, I'm not planning anything else. I'm going to have my favorite little food, and I'm going to have a little Buddha bowl because there's a place over there where I can get my little Buddha bowls, and I'm going to watch a couple of shows, like 2 shows on Netflix with my Buddha bowl and my 2 shows on Netflix. That's a habit for me. So basically, for all the things that I have to do, the stuff I hate to do, I pair it with the habit of doing something for me, okay? So think of it as just, paying it forward to yourself. You're doing something good for the kids and you do something good for yourself, okay? So I like to pair that habit of doing something self-care with, oh, I hate this responsibility, if that makes sense, okay? So that's it. Those are my takeaways. I hope something of all of this can help you out. And if you have any suggestions for how you plan and prep, leave that in the comment section below, because I do read it. And also, truth be told, some of your mindset is affected by how you look and what you do or don't do for yourself. You got chipped nail polish, or your nails, are like way out to here, and it's been like 5 months since you've had a feel or something. Your hair needs a haircut, your skin is just breaking out, you put on a couple of pounds. Just us, or just our bodies and everything, if we're not taking care of that temple, it affects us. It makes us not want to make phone calls to make dentist appointments. It makes us not want to sit down and prep for the week, because we just feel icky inside. So clean yourself up on the inside. You see what I've been doing? I've been wearing everything out my closet, my jewelry box, my makeup, and my hair collection. And I filmed like 4 videos today. I've made several phone calls to people and businesses that I've been putting off, because I just felt good about myself. I've been writing a lot of stuff down, all my planning, and my nails are done, and I have a little jewelry on, and I just feel like Diane Carroll from, Knots Landing, and I'm getting my stuff done. Okay? Sometimes little superficial things help. Okay? So there you go. Just something to think about. Okay, guys, this is Niki with That Homeschool Life. As usual, I have a free daily plan or schedule routine checklist in the description box below. If you are so inclined to get yourself organized with your kids' lessons, then that is something for you to get. And I will see you guys on the next share. Peace out. And remember, you can do it. This homeschool life, this journey, you were built for this. You were made for this. And it helps to have a tribe along with you. So, peace out. I love you guys.